Hi guys, I'm Pronigal. This is the Zeji Total Conversion set of campaigns created by RazorClawX. And you know what? I just noticed that this thing here, I'm pretty sure is actually supposed to be a spaceship, but I always looked at it as an eyeball, like an eye slit from a helmet or something. And the fire effect doesn't help that because it looks like it's supposed to be some weird faded in stuff, but these are just like supposed to be 3 different spaceships or something. Or maybe it is actually like some weird armor after all, I don't know. Anyways, please insert your StarCraft CD into the CD-ROM drive. This has been updated in some capacity from the original EXE. Just the mod file itself, not the campaign maps. But the way that I understand it is essentially the original mod was made in 2002, so you can imagine it was for an older version of StarCraft than 161. And so here we are, playing a slightly updated version. So let's go ahead and play the Zeji campaign. The game. Following the events against the Rimsala Star and the remains of the Overmind, the Zeji Armada retreated from... I'm so confused by that opening line, holy shit. Retreated from the Caprilu sector, convinced they have no place there. Desiring to carve out his own territory, Kabbalah leads the Armada to wild space beyond the borders of the Protoss and Terran Dominion. Along with this great Zeji Armada are Zax the Defiler of the Renegade Zerg Swarm, and Atlas, the leader of the remnants of the Confederacy. Together they hope to address the threat that comes beyond the stars, but first, they must consolidate their strengths. The new danger lies only just beyond the horizon. Yes, it is Amon. So, pretty sure this ties into the anime series that RazorClawX made in StarCraft called Vision of the Future. I have no current plans or immediate plans to play the Vision of the Future campaigns, so we're just gonna enjoy this. Origin! Zeji flagship Nemesis, high orbit over the planet whatever. Greetings, Commander. I'm Kabbalah, your creator. You have within you the knowledge to become a great commander for the Zeji Armada, but knowing and experiencing are 2 different things. In order to expand our territories, we are training commanders such as yourself to lead self-sufficient armies on numerous worlds. For now, we will teach you the basics of command. Begin by constructing an outpost on this world. Your directives are pending. You are dismissed. Do not disappoint me. Okay. Construct an outpost. Pretty simple 2-line opening briefing. There we go. Hotkey is W. Better fucking watch out for that one, man. So we just start out with 100 minerals here. We'll just pump out workers. As you can see, it is a total conversion, so there's custom races. I remember there's an interesting aspect to the Zeji Nexus that basically makes it so that when you can actually place it in like weird spots. Like I think this could technically be a little bit closer to the geyser, or maybe it already is closer to the geyser. When I have 400 minerals to preview it, I'll let you guys know. So I have played this before. I think I've completed the Zeji campaign, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think I completed the mechanic campaign ever, and this was many, many years ago. So, pretty sure we get attacked from the right-hand side here, but I'm gonna scout around just in case. Ah, that's not, gimmicky at all. No Rush 20, I guess. So this is a Temple of Elements. We'll take a look at the graphics a little bit more once they actually finish. But, yeah. An interesting total conversion to be out so early in StarCraft's lifespan. Yeah, warping more temples. I wish there was a bit more custom voice acting, though. Obviously, a custom announcer, maybe a set of voice acting for all the dialogue, that would be nice. Unfortunately, I think a soundboard was used for the vast majority of the voice acting here. And of course, the assets aren't that great entirely. It would be cool to see this actually animated or something. And then, of course, there's a little dot on the top of that never got cleaned up. I wonder why. I don't think there's any custom terrain, but I suppose we'll find that out for sure later on. Pretty sure the tools used by developers back then were rather poor for making custom tiles. So, an unenviable prospect. But we're already having more micro, or more macro rather, than we've had in the entirety of what was that campaign called? Eon of the Hawk. So I've already forgotten it. I've already removed it from my brain. Alright, Warrior, another W, and Mechalisks. Mechalisks are famous. I think they're actually, there's like a hero variant that can hover or something. I don't remember. Oh no, we're being attacked. It's okay. I think our Yeah, our workers do splash, which is pretty psychotic. So this is, I think this is like what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to learn that your workers have splash damage. Excellent work, Commander. You handled yourself well considering the surprise attack. Now that you know that there are enemies out there, do your worst and raise the enemy base. So the warriors are just, not permanently cloaked Dark Templar. This is... Blackness. This is kind of unfortunate. Okay. Because, well, for one, their portrait is a still image. For another, they don't have a shadow. Because I don't know if you knew this, but, wait, is that another dot? That's psychotic. Anyways, yeah, there's no, we're gonna need another Temple of Elements soon. There's not a, there is no shadow in the base files for that graphic. Because of the fact that the, obviously it's permacloak, so Blizzard didn't opt to do anything that they didn't have to for this sort of thing. So we can build a combat altar, which I think just gives us warrior speed, as opposed to zealot speed. I'm just going to grab a forge instead. What is it called? Tech facility. Very technical. And there's a shield battery, because of course Zejis have shields. Grab a compactor. I think our 3 warrior squad here is enough to kill the enemy base. Oh, they revealed it for us. Pretty sure there's no custom AI on this either, but I could be wrong about that one, because obviously it being a total conversion means it's pretty likely that there were some changes. I don't think there's a room for us to expand at any point, but we can see that. Hi. Bye. Initiate the harvest. I don't think you can say that on YouTube. Let's see what we can find here, though. You can hear the the audio in the background, man. The what is it called? There's like static or just signal noise. Rather embarrassing. Alright, we'll just order up another worker. And then we'll start rallying up here. Seems like a pretty... This is a pretty linear map, pretty small scale. Obviously, you're not really meant to do anything but be introduced to the overall setup of the race. I suppose we can wait until we have enough for a cyber core, whatever it's called, cryo lab. Hotkeys were also changed, which I'm kind of miffed by, but mostly because it's so obviously not really that different from the Protoss race. Like, the graphics themselves have been changed, but the combat rolls of everything seem relatively similar. And of course, like the Forge is your upgrade structure. The Cryo Lab is your first tech structure that unlocks your ranged unit. You know, it's like very much an archetype lifted from all the same stuff. And to me, it feels kind of goofy to make it so that it's so similar, and then also change the hotkeys and stuff. Because that's going to drastically change the way that things play. I think if you're going to change the hotkeys, you should be doing so because your stuff is a different combat role or serves a different role in gameplay. At least that would be my understanding of it overall. One of the other things about this mission that I could critique, and will critique because I can, is it's very linear, and you can say, oh, it's fine because it's such a, you know, an early map, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I think that it's still worth critiquing because I can, unless they get transport, and even then I don't think they would actually use it for this purpose, I could just park my units outside here and not have any defense up on my, at my main base. And of course, with that not being custom AI, or at least not being meaningfully different, of course the AI just starts out with all the stuff pre-placed and all this other stuff. So here's our Mechalisks. Oops, I just gave it a move command by accident. We'll order up some more. Almost have ground weapons. There's nothing at the Cryo Lab we can get, but we can see what's at the combat altar. Again, I'm pretty sure it's just leg speed. So no Dragoon range for the Mechalisks. They are different units. And they have this weird portrait. I think this is like a beta Scantalid portrait or something. Scantalid. What are they called? Scanted. As you can see, they use subterranean spines, and they have plasma missiles for anti-air, which we'll demo against overlords, no doubt. We are supply blocked, so fix that. See, sometimes the hotkeys are the same, too, which is the weird part. Oh yeah, the AoE is going to be great here. Well, that's unfortunate. The eye script of the turret Hydra was not changed. It doesn't look like. That's pretty embarrassing. These things move pretty fast, though, so... There's the faster warrior movement, which for some reason costs about 10 million resources. 250 of each resource. That's pretty pricey. I can understand maybe 200 because the warriors have boosted stats over the zealot, which is the only reason they themselves are more expensive. But anything other than that is pretty high. I think the only other thing we haven't demoed is... oh, you know what? I wanted to show you guys the Nexus. So first of all, the photon cannon... Oh, no, that's in a different mod. So the photon cannon is very much similar. But yeah, the Nexus is actually thinner. It's a 2x3. 2 wide, 3 tall. So you could even fit it right here, for example. Much thinner than the graphic presumes. And it actually makes it so that it's less efficient to have just 3 guys on gas here. Although that would always be less efficient, I think, because I think it's left and top where it's 3 guys on gas. You need a 4th one for full efficiency normally. But I think even with 3 guys on gas, I mean, the geyser would have to be closer to compensate for that. So it's an interesting little adaptation. I don't really know why it was like that, but I'll build these some of these units so you guys can see what they look like. Although, of course, we'll be playing as this race for the next couple of missions. So obviously, this is not a speed run, as you guys can tell, because we're 12 minutes in and we still have not punished the AI. Ah! Necron! Well, Necron got fucking annihilated. As usual. Actually, Necron wrote this AI script, so... Bye. When all the eggs light up at once, you know it's a good one. You know it's a quality AI script. We'll just focus down the... Oh, looks like they have Lurker aspect now. Hey, only we're allowed to use subterranean spines, you fucking dicks. There we go. Managed to snipe one. Oh, wow, that is some serious movement. I'm just not used to that. Unfortunately, because the Mechalisks use that, the same attack, and it's the same sound, it's very hard for readability when you're fighting Zerg. So hopefully I don't remember if we're fighting Zerg very often, but... Like, I couldn't tell you if my units were under attack right now, so... There you have that. Here's the cannons. The same projectile. The weapons.dat spot wasn't updated, so the offset is still really high. It's another thing that would take 5 seconds to fix. Congratulations, Commander. You have defeated my Cerebrit, and with what limited resources available to you. We look forward to continuing this exercise later. Zax, my man, you've seen better days. Or maybe never you've seen better days, but that portrait... Whew, holy shit. Excellent work. I knew you'd take advantage of the knowledge bestowed upon you. This victory belongs to you. I'm going to give that one away. I don't want it. You can have it. Alright, well, we failed to destroy all the buildings before the time ran out, but that was the first mission. I forget what it was called. First mission of the game. Hope you guys are enjoying the TC. Obviously, I'm going to have more videos coming out soon, so stay subbed, stay tuned, and I will reward you with kisses at the end of every video. Mwah!